Hi. Hello, people. Another day. Another day. Hi, Aditi. Hello. Let me light some incense. I'm going to go for, let's do Dragon's Blood. Hi, Starry Night. Hi, everyone. Hello, people. How's everybody doing? It is 7 in the morning on Monday for me. I don't know where you guys live, but for me, the sun's just coming up. Clocks went ahead yesterday. Can I ask Joseph's thoughts about our conversation? All right. Let's see what comes up in the cards about the conversation, or Joseph's thoughts about it. It's kind of a fascinating question. Okay. The sense I'm getting is peaceful. I feel like Joseph feels at peace with whatever the conversation was about. I think he feels pretty good about it. And something tells me that whatever the conversation was, there was some kind of disagreement. And I'm thinking it has something to do with kind of the direction of like where things are heading in the future. Um, I feel like there was some kind of disagreement, but I just kind of get this good sense about both sides right now. Um, I don't know. There are some pretty good cards here. There's a card here that makes me a little confused, so that makes me think that the conversation had something to do with maybe people not really seeing eye to eye, but I just feel like um, it's good. The cards were the Sun, the Knight of Swords, and then the Ten of Cups in reverse. Um, so, Aditi, where's my career going? Guidance on that, please. All right. I mean, yeah. So, Starry Night, the way I kind of see it is like, the Ten of Cups in reverse, it's really just some kind of blockage in energy, but it's not like, I mean, I suppose it is a negative thing if you think about it that way. I suppose it is like negative, but it's not like scary negative. It's not like, not a tragedy, but, you know, that's the way I see it. I don't like assume it's something dark and horrible unless I look for like certain cards for stuff like that. I mean, that's not even the whole spread and looking at it, it's like fine. So, oh, all right. Where's my career going? Guidance on that. Okay, let's see what comes up. Hi, Velvet. Hello. Hi, Billy. Hi, everyone. Hmm. Well, Aditi, it seems like your career. Um, what I'm looking at is it's not great, but it's also not the worst thing I've ever seen. Um, I don't know, like I feel like you probably need to make some kind of change because I get the sense you do have a good vision of kind of the type of life that you want to be able to live, but it's like you have no follow through. And um, I mean, if you want, you have to make certain things happen for yourself and follow your dreams and follow your heart. I kind of feel like you kind of know what you want to do, but and there's something in your heart that you really want to do that you could actually make good money doing. But I feel like what I'm assuming is that you must like you must get in the habit of like talking yourself out of it, or like misguiding yourself or something. So basically, I think like if you continue what you're doing, I don't think you're going to have a horrible career life, but I don't think it's going to be all that great. I think it's going to be like okay. Um, but if you want big changes, you have to make big changes happen. Um, okay, let me see who's up next. Hi, everybody. So Billy wants to know, may I ask, what is Anthony's true feelings for me, please? Thank you. Billy. Billy wants to know about Anthony's feelings. Okay. Billy. Billy. Okay. Billy. Billy. Anthony's feelings towards Billy. Let me see. So so Billy, a lot of what I'm seeing in these cards has to do with like love and romance. Um, so I'm assuming that's sort of the vibe of whoever Anthony is to you. I think he likes you, and I would say it's in like a romantic way. Um, I feel kind of some kind of block though, because I feel like on the one hand, he does actually really like you, but I feel like he's probably not the kind of person that's going to like make a move towards you. Um, like I don't know. I don't know. Something like that. And I feel like the two of you don't agree on everything. I actually think that Anthony sees things very different than you, but at the same time, I think all that matters is that he still likes you. So, um, And so Starry Night, when I look at the 10 of Cups, I usually think about a few different things. I think about um, family life. I think mainly about like sort of the energy of like a family, um, and especially in terms of like two people that are in a relationship that have built a family together, and sort of things around that. I mean, I kind of have like even like all the cards, I kind of have like basic things that I think of when I look at each card. But I pull three cards for every question because I try to sort of get a sense of like, I don't know. Like the card doesn't just mean like one thing to me. It kind of, when I look at the whole spread all together, I kind of just get like a sense for like something else. I don't know. Like the 10 of Cups can sort of morph in my mind into something different based on the cards that are around it, like the other cards in the spread. Um, let me see. Hi, Margaret. I'm good, thank you. How are you? So, Velvet Flare Witch, in case he saw the message, what was his feelings and why he didn't reply? Amir and Lily. All right. So, his feelings about the message. Let me see. So, his feelings about the message and why he didn't reply. Velvet wants to know. Okay. I mean, Velvet, the sense I'm getting from these cards is that I feel like whatever message you sent him, the cards are being pretty clear about this with me. So, whatever the message is that you sent him, it wasn't, I get the sense that it wasn't anything like rude or hateful. I feel like the message you sent him was pretty kosher. I mean, the reason he didn't the reason he didn't reply, I just think it's a lack of interest. Honestly, like, um, it's not that he hates you or anything. It's just like he doesn't find you important. It's like that kind of a thing. Which I mean, it doesn't mean he's a bad person. It just, maybe it just is kind of a lackluster energy in his heart about you. Or I don't know, but I mean, I would say, take that as a lesson and focus your energy on people that really do show up for you. And, you know, um, you know, think about the people in your life that are always there for you. And, you know, anyway, all right. Hi, Kara. Hi, everyone. Let me see who's up next. So Margaret, will I move in May to my new place? Let's see what comes up. All right, Margaret. Margaret. How, th- Something about the move in May. Yeah. I think you will move in May. Um, I think you will move in May. I think I see pretty good energy surrounding it. And not I don't think everything is going to go perfectly according to plan, but the move will be successful. I think you're going to like where you live, and I feel like wherever you're moving to is something like that's a big change. I feel like this is like I'm almost getting this sense of like starting over, and but not just in the sense that it's a new place to live. I feel like I don't know if it has something to do with where you're moving to or the type of place that you're moving to, but I feel like this is kind of a big shift or something. um this is like very different than what's been going on for you. um but anyway, I see good energy around that. Cool. All right. Vibrant Sun. Hello there. Am I going to get a job soon? All right. Vibrant Sun. Will I get a job soon? Let me see what comes up. I have to pee. You're welcome, Margaret. My pleasure. So, Vibrant Sun, I'm not seeing a lot of good stuff here. Um, I just the sense I get, Vibrant Sun, is that you're kind of in a situation right now where getting a job, it's not that you certainly I'm sure you certainly want to get a new job, but I feel like I don't know what it is, but there's something that's seriously getting in the way of you doing that. It's not that, like you actually have like a legitimate reason that's keeping you from doing that. And I think maybe some acceptance, like accept kind of where your life is at right now, and give it some time, because I mean time kind of sort of fixes everything. But I guess I don't think you're gonna get a job soon, but I'm sure someday you will. But like maybe just be patient and like accept uh whatever your situation is, just kind of accept the things you can change and can't change, um, and have some faith and give it time. Alrighty, but I don't think it's going to be soon. Hang on, I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom. Okay, I'm back. And by the way, you're welcome, Vibrant Sun. I hope that sounded right. I mean, I might have just been talking nonsense, but um, okay. So up next is Kara. What is next for me in love? All right. What is next for me in love? Kara. Ah, Kara. I mean, I see some good energy. Um, I think you are going to meet someone. I mean, there's something here that's kind of throwing me off a little bit. I mean, there are a couple really good cards here that kind of tell me that whatever relationship is on the way, it's something that's going to last for a long time, if not forever. Something really good, meaningful, something that will truly take you on a journey, something you'll be really happy about, a person you'll be really happy about, really good stuff. There's something here, I don't know what it means. Kind of like there's something about this person. It's nothing like it's nothing really bad, but it is kind of something that the two of you will sort of have to overcome together. Um, a new person. Let me pull a few cards about that. I'll tell you. But there is something here that I think it's going to be a really good relationship, but especially, most likely in the beginning, there's going to be some kind of hurdle that the both of you have to jump over. I think it has something to do with just the way each of your lives are structured and kind of, for example, I'm not saying this is it, but for example, the two of you live far away from each other. You know, maybe at first it'll be long distance. That's like a hurdle that you would have to get over. But it's nothing that's like suspicious or fishy, but it just is what it is. I'm not saying that's it, or it could be that I don't know. It's something like that. It's nothing like dark or scary, but it is something that would have to be overcome. Um, I mean, I don't know. Okay, so I do, Kara. I kind of get the sense that it is someone from your past, but I'm not really super confident about that. I mean, I'm looking at these cards, and once again, I pulled three more cards about that. Um, the way I'm figuring it, it's kind of hinting more towards um, that you already know this person, or it's somebody that um, you used to date, or something. But I'm not like super. I don't really feel super good about that answer. Hi, Shirley. Hello. Yeah. Um, how's everybody doing? Is everybody having a good day so far? I mean, it depends where you are in the world. For me, it's like 7:30 in the morning. Um, I mean, for some people, they could be getting ready to go to bed. Okay, so So Shirley wants to know about should she assert her boundaries with this person? Okay. Let's see what comes up. All right. Should you be asserting your boundaries? Should you be asserting your boundaries? Well, I get the sense that, yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think you should do that. Um, I see mostly good energy with this too. I think, and I think it's a good idea. It's not going to be perfect. I think there kind of will be some. I think if you do that, there will be a little bit of um, like this person is going to give you some pushback. But what I'm trying to say is I think if you do set your boundaries, it's not going to be a perfect situation afterwards, but it will be an improvement than if you didn't at all. So it's better that you do. But just don't expect it's going to be perfect, but it certainly will be a better situation. Hi, Sean. Hello. Hello, people. Hi, Maddie. Hello. Hi, everyone. Another day. I might be going to the Chinese market today. I was on the phone with my mother last night, and she mentioned that she wants to go to the Chinese market one of these days, and asked me if I wanted to go with her. And I was like, totally, yeah. I've been wanting to go there too for a while now. So we're probably gonna go today. I'm not sure what I'm gonna buy. It's just even if I don't buy anything, it's really fun to go there and just look at the stuff. Um, yeah, I made these paintings. There, if you look at my apartment, is like covered in paintings. I love to paint. Well, I like to paint if it comes out good, because I mean, I think painting is sort of fun, but my favorite part is like when it's done and I get to like see the outcome of what I did. That's like the best part is when it's finished and then I sign the bottom of it. Um, but if it's a painting that turns out kind of shitty, then I just want to fucking break something. I just want to lose my fucking shit. Yeah, bleaching your roots. I should dye my hair. I should let my hair grow just a little bit longer and then dye it. Just to kind of, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I usually don't let my hair grow much longer than this. I like to just give myself a whiffle every week or two. But you know what? I'm gonna let it grow, like for like another week or two, and then I'm gonna dye it blonde. And then a week later, I'll just shave it off, just to kind of switch things up. It'd be kind of fun to kind of shake things up a little bit. I'm just going to use like something from a box. I mean, it's not, that's just something to kind of do, something to do. Yeah, I love Chinese markets. I kind of want to like, I'm thinking I might buy um, maybe some kind of Chinese candy. I want to get some kind of Chinese candy that's like very different than anything I've had before, just to kind of be explorative and try something new and different. But that's kind of it's a little risky because I don't know, I can't read any of the products there because it's all in Chinese. And so I might end up getting something that's like gonna make me puke or something. That'll be explorative. Okay, so EQ 2126. What are Allie's feelings towards her boyfriend? Okay, let's see. Let's see what comes up. Allie's feelings towards her boyfriend. So EQ 2126, I feel like these two people are kind of going through a rough patch because what I'm seeing is just bad situations and kind of unfortunate circumstances. I don't think Allie is mad at him, or I don't think Allie hates him. I just feel like Allie's kind of frustrated, not so much with him, but just I mean, I have no clue what it is, but it like elements of the situation that they're in. Um, I don't know if it's some kind of see. I don't know. I get this feeling like there's another person in the situation that's kind of throwing a wrench into things and kind of setting things off balance. But that's just kind of a guess that I'm conjuring up in my head. I think in a little bit of time, I think after a little bit of time goes by, I think the relationship will heal a little bit. But yeah, I think so. Basically, I think um, Allie likes him and definitely wants to hold on to things. But Sean, how will tomorrow be for me, my birthday? Okay, let me see, Sean. How will your birthday be? So Sean's question. Sean wants to know about her birthday. Um, okay, well, Sean, it's not all bad. I see some good energy. I see some good energy here, but I do see something about there's a man. I have a suspicion that this person is your father or some kind of father figure, but I might be wrong about that. And I feel like this man is really going to get under your skin about something because of something that they do or some kind of way they behave. I mean, I do see good energy here. I think you're going to have a good time. But I guess I just want to give you some advice and just be like a voice in your ear. Like, remember that I'm saying this right now when tomorrow comes. You know, whoever this man is, it really doesn't matter to your birthday. You're still going to have fun. You know, if this guy annoys you, if this man gets under your skin, you know what? Allow it to happen. Allow yourself to be annoyed just for a minute or two, and then understand that this is not a tragedy, and just move on and enjoy the rest of the people that you're going to be around. And you know, just you know, if you find yourself like being irritated about this guy, then just really lean into like partying. You know what I mean? Like throw caution to the wind and really just have fun. All right. Sean, I don't know. I really don't know. Duty Bop Bop. Duty Bop Bop. That's a funny name. Does my ex want to reconcile with me, Emma? All right, Emma. So, does my ex want to reconcile with me, Emma? Let's see what comes up. All right. Emma, I feel like the answer is no. I feel like it's an absolutely no. I mean, Emma, I don't know what happened between the two of you, but it seems like uh, the cards are kind of indicating to me that the reason that things, I think, I'm assuming this is the reason it ended in the first place, but like something really fucked up went down. Something pretty like fucked up happened. I don't know whose fault it was, whether it was you or him. Um, but like it just seems like the way things ended with you was like with the two of you were really like not good. It was kind of like bad. And I don't know, it just seems like not even good to go down that road. Hi, Undon. Will I meet someone new this month? I feel like dating recently. Okay, let me see. So, Don wants to know about possibly meeting someone this month to maybe go on a date or kind of spice things up a little bit. So, Don, like, I think, I mean, it's kind of a weird looking reading because I mean, it's kind of, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen, but I do feel like this doesn't really look like a reading to me of like romance and dating. Um, I mean, I see good things happening in your life overall. I think that you have a lot of responsibilities, and I actually think that um, you are tied to a lot of things, and I think it's actually a really good thing. It's making your life better. Um, you know, I think all of the responsibilities that you have really enrich your life, but I just don't really think that like this month you're really going to meet anyone. Because I think probably all these other things that you're kind of obligated to do are going to take precedent. And if I even just said that right, I think all these other things that you kind of have to do are going to like that's going to be where your focus is. I don't know. Just to me, this isn't like a reading that looks like it's talking about you dating anybody. Um, hi, Sun Moon. When do something that I'm working on right now would open up? All right. Okay, let me see what comes up in the cards. Well, Andan, there was something in the cards about a man. I think there is a man out there that you're going to meet, but I don't think it's going to be this month. There was a card there that was a little hopeful, but just the overall look of the spread, I could tell I don't think you're going to meet anyone this month. Um, I mean, maybe in a few more months, someone pretty good will come along, but anyway. So let me look into Sun Moon's question. Um, okay. Sun Moon. So Sun Moon, I think you are going to be successful. See, you say that you're working on something. I don't know what that means, but I have a feeling that it's something that there's like a level of talent that goes into it. Like there's a sense I'm getting that like whatever it is that you're like working on, it's something that requires some kind of like special skill or something. Um, I think it will be very fruitful. I kind of feel like you're going to have to wait a few more months and to really see something. I think it will. This is going to be fruitful for you, but I mean, I kind of feel like it's going to be like 3 more months or so, maybe a little longer, but until you can really start to see yourself benefiting from it in a way that would please you. What are you working on, by the way, when you say that? I'm kind of curious if I was right about that. Because for all I know, what you're working on could be, updating appliances in your house. So that I could be wrong about the talent thing. Because what I said was that whatever you're working on, it's something that requires some kind of skill or talent. And redoing your kitchen doesn't really take talent because you're having other people do all that for you. I don't know. So, like, what are you working on? I just want to I'm just curious to see if I was right about that thing. Um, Hi, Tarot with Aries. So you want to know if you're going to be happy at the new job. Let me see. Let's see what comes up. Well, yikes. All right. Well, it's funny. Tarot with Aries, you got the new job card. Um, Whenever someone asks about a new job, it is from reading tarot cards for so long, this card comes up freakishly often in terms of if someone's asking about a new job. Because to me, this is mainly the new job card. Um, it's it's freaky how tarot cards work because like it's just weird how often you get certain cards for certain questions. Like there has to be something to that. With that being said, I think you'll be happy with the money. Tarot with Aries, I think you'll be happy with the money you're making, but I do kind of think that see, I don't know what job you're working. I don't know what type of job you're working. I have a feeling that you're going to be kind of overloaded with like you're going to be asked like too much is going to be asked of you. I'm sure you are a very smart person. You seem lovely. um I mean, like, I'm sure you're very smart and very, like, you're a very capable person, but still you're only like one person, and I don't think it's fair to be expected to do like a ridiculous amount of stuff. Like, I mean, I feel like even though you are very capable and you are very skilled, I just feel like the higher ups are asking you to do too much. Like, too much is being put on your plate that's just kind of not fair to you. Um, and there's something here that tells me about authority figures kind of not being very pleasant, which I hate that, by the way. Uh, like, I'm willing, like, if I work somewhere, I'm willing to work hard and I'm going to do my best. But, like, it just sucks when the people that, like your boss, it's just so unpleasant when your boss is kind of like a screwy person. It's horrible energy to have to deal with. And it's really not fair to anybody. Nobody deserves that. But hi, Dr. Rose Quartz. Hello. So, by the way, to answer your question, I think you're actually, um, I have a feeling that you're not going to be too thrilled with the job. So, the job, I see it's not the worst thing in the world. You're not going to be, the job isn't hell, but like, I have a feeling eventually you're going to start looking for a different job because I think this job is just going to really get under your skin um, eventually. So, Dr. Rose Quartz, the interview, um, do you mean at the witchy store? Because I did get I got the job at the Witchy store, which I quit before I even started because I was dragged into some kind of drama that I was accused of something. Oh, the coffee shop. Yeah, the coffee shop. It wasn't really an interview, but I started working there on Saturday. I don't. It's not that I never got interviewed because I've already worked there many times before at that exact coffee shop. So, unless you might be thinking about something else I said. Um, well, anyway, I got my old job back at the coffee shop that I originally was working at. Um, I started there a couple days ago. Um, because I was already in their system, and I knew the same clock and numbers from before. I just used the same numbers, and I was able to start working that day. Um, Literally, my old manager texted me and asked me if I still wanted to work there, and then the same night I was there working because I was already in their system, so I could just immediately start. It was good. It's actually, and it ended up being kind of a hellish night, but whatever. Um, I wish I could go there today. I really want to get out of my apartment today. Now, see, I like you weren't here earlier in the live stream, but I mentioned that I was gonna go to the Chinese market today, probably with my mom, um, just for something fun to do. But what I really want to do is like, I really want to work. Although I don't know. I don't want to set myself up for failure. I just feel like if I work, the part of me thinks if I take on too much, if I take on too many shifts at the coffee shop, then I might I don't know, I might get overwhelmed and then quit again. I really don't want to quit this time around. I really want to stay there. I just don't trust myself. I don't trust that I'm going to make a good decision. Um, Sean. I've never heard of Keen. I've never heard. Is that a website? I've never heard of it. Um, I'm not even sure. I don't know. Dr. Rose Quartz. What do you mean? Okay, first of all, Dr. Rose Quartz. Like, you know, what do you mean he proposed? Like marriage? Is that what you're telling me? I mean, you haven't even been seeing each other for that long. I mean, I'm sure he's an awesome guy, but I mean, he might be wonderful, but that's still a little soon. I mean, who knows? I mean, if it's true love, then you know, I mean, I guess any time is good to get married, but it still seems a little soon. Um, People are gonna think you're nuts. You know, Sean, I'm not even sure. Like, it's. I think with tarot card readings, I think what I really want to do, I just want to do it on YouTube because I don't have to answer to anybody. I don't have to deal with I don't have to jump through anyone else's hoop. And it's just sort of like this YouTube channel is my space that I get to sort of like be in charge of what I want to do with it. And I'm not sure like all the tarot card readings I do, I don't want to put my, um, I don't want to put my energy anywhere else, you know? I just feel that way. But okay, so Dr. Rose Quartz, I don't think you should break up with him. You said he was a really great guy. Um, you said he was a great guy. You really, really liked him. I think you're being nuts. You're being crazy. You know, he's a great guy. I mean, he seems a little nutty to propose to you so soon. But I mean, you maybe he just for all I know, that's actually maybe he's just head over heels in love with you, and maybe he just said something like that. But I mean, don't be crazy. Talk to him again and get back with him. But you really like him, and you said he's like a really cool, like nice man. What are you doing? I mean, British accent, big dick, lovely personality. What more do you want? You should call him and you know, try to get back together. Hang on, I'm gonna be right back. I have to take a piss and I want to make myself another drink. I'm back. Oh, all right. All right. Just ask wifey. Yeah, you could ask a question if you want. Go ahead. Actually, I think my phone made a noise. I just want to make sure. I'm gonna check what that was. Okay. All right, this lady named Jasmine from Texas keeps trying to start drama with me. What will happen to her since I'm innocent? What will happen to her since I'm innocent? Okay. So you want to know what will happen to her as a result of this situation. So, I feel like this woman, and you know, I think in time this will pass. My advice to you is just try to keep as much distance as you can from her. Put up walls, create blockages from her energy to yours. Do the best you can. I think in time it'll pass. But I mean, the sense I'm getting is like, I kind of don't think, I don't know, whatever. I don't know. I kind of don't think you're going to see anything. I don't think you're going to get the joy of seeing any kind of bad thing befall on her. But I suppose it doesn't matter. Um, because I think in time the problem will be something in the past anyway. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Zoe. So, so Zoe, how does Martin see me? Okay, let me see. How does Martin see me? So, Martin, I'm going to answer these two remaining questions and then I think I'm going to end the live stream for now. I feel kind of. I just lost like all of my energy. So, Zoe, I think Martin is kind of confused by you. I get the sense he doesn't really know what to make of you and kind of sees you as being kind of unpredictable. Um, he doesn't hate you. Um, he doesn't really like you either. He's just kind of confused by you. Um, and I think his feelings about that are pretty strong. Like, because I almost get the sense that he's been around you enough to really kind of, he honestly does have an opinion of you, um, which is just kind of confusion. Um, but okay. So, Crystal, does Corey miss me? Does Corey miss me? All right, Crystal. Okay, does Corey miss Crystal? Let's see what comes up. Does Corey miss Crystal? Yeah, I think he misses you. So, Crystal, I feel like there's a big part of him. There's a big part of him that definitely misses you. But I feel like there is this little part of him that kind of like he doesn't know if maybe he should feel betrayed by you. Um, you know, but that's kind of in his mind it's like an unclear thing. He does miss you, but at the same time there's a much smaller part of him. It's a small part of him, but it is there. And he kind of feels like in a way he almost feels like you wronged him in some kind of way. Anyway, so I'm going to do one more question and then I'm leaving. Natty Nat. Hey, can I ask if I'll get hired by Arcade Time this summer for event planner or something related? Let me see. Okay. Natty Nat. Well, natty nat. I see a lot here that talks about actually taking steps towards things. It's like I feel like you're asking me. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. I mean, I think you probably will get the job, or at least I think you're gonna get a job that you're gonna be pretty happy with. Um, Actually, here's what I'll say. So I think you're gonna get a job that you do enjoy and that satisfies you. Although something tells me that you're the way things are gonna work out in your life, I have a feeling that you're not even gonna apply to this place. I mean, you're asking about a job in the summer, and I that kind of tells me you haven't even applied yet. But I think the way things are going to work out is you're in the end you're not even going to end up applying there anyway, because I think some other prospect is going to come up that kind of gets your attention more, or you're going to get some other idea that entices you more, and I think that's the one that's going to work out for you. um, but I mean, I think you are going to get something good and fulfilling. But I think the thing you're asking about isn't even the path that you're going to end up going down. So, all right. You're welcome. My dad. I just saw my dad last night. He gave me a ride home from work. Um, my dad's a lunatic. My dad's a crazy person, but he's fine. Like my dad is smart, but he's also crazy. I don't know. It's like a thing that runs in my family. We are like smart people, but we're all a bunch of lunatics. All of us, me included. Like we are smart, but we're lunatics. All of us. Hi, Shivani. Hello. I'm all right. How are you? No, I never. The last time I got a massage was, I think, last Tuesday. Was it? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I love getting massages, but I have got to stop spending money like that. I mean, I feel like it's okay to get a massage like once in a while, but for the past like 2 or 3 weeks, I've been spending way too much money on stuff that I really shouldn't, like stuff that I shouldn't be spending money on. And I don't know. Oh, but that guy gives the best massages. I mean, like what my favorite thing to do is get a half-hour massage. You know, I used to get the hour-long ones, but I find as much as I love massages, I feel like an hour is just too long. Um, I guess too much of anything is a bad thing. Um, so I like to get a half hour, but I like to get just to my back and my shoulders. They do a thing where they offer this thing where you can get your back, shoulders, legs, and feet done. But I don't really care about the legs and the feet because whenever they do that part, it's always kind of not even very good. Like, I mean, it's all right, but I don't really care about it. I just like the back and the shoulders. Um, so I pay. What I do is I get a half hour of just back and shoulders, it costs a little bit more, but um, it's just what I like anyway. I'm not even sure what a Swedish massage is. That is hard to say. Swedish massage. It's like a tongue twister. Swedish massage. Like when I get a massage, I want them to hurt me. I want them to like just dig into my. I want them to just dig into my back until it's like painful. Um, oh, Dr. Rose Quartz. I actually did that a couple mornings ago. I think I deleted that live stream, but I was live for like 3 hours, and I the live stream was just a chit chat. There were like two or three people that asked a tarot question, but I told all of them that I'm not doing tarot right now, and I'm just having a chit chat. Um, that was fun. Well, it was in the morning. Like the live stream started like as the sun was rising for me. So, um, you know, I mean, I would have preferred to do it later in the day, but like the reason I've been going live mostly in the mornings is because I don't know, I just really like desperately need to like do something. And that's usually the time of day when I'm like feeling a little crazy, like I need to focus on something. And by the way, Shivani, I've seen ASMR videos with the Indian massages. I used to watch those videos like every night. Um, like they do the head, the scalp, and then different parts of like the back and stuff. I would love that. I don't think that I could get that type of thing anywhere around here where I live, but I mean, this probably sounds crazy, but I like late at night, just as a way for me to like relax and kind of quiet my mind, I would watch videos of people getting Indian massages. Um, it's like an ASMR thing where it's just nice to watch. Oh, and sometimes they would do like cracking, like they would crack people's ears, and I've seen people crack like right here on the forehead, which I still don't understand how they do that. But I've tried to do that to myself and I never could manage to do it. It'd be kind of cool. I've never had that done. I wonder what it even feels like. I've cracked my knuckles and stuff, but in my neck, but I have no clue what skin cracking feels like. By the way, Britt, yeah, you can ask a question. I think I'm just gonna I'm actually gonna close the list right now because I'm gonna take off in a minute. But there's a couple people here that I think might want to ask something. So, gonna start wrapping this up. So, Britt, if you want to ask something, go ahead. I did a cold water face dip yesterday, cried my eyes out, and my nerves went crazy. Cold water dips. Yeah, I like to wash my face with cold water a lot. I like to rinse my face with cold water. Something I really want to do is start taking cold showers. Like at first I want the water to be hot just so I can soak myself up and like get clean. But I want to start like switching it to cold water at the end. Like I know I will really like that, but there's just something in me that like I'm afraid it's going to be so shocking that I don't know. I'm just being a baby about that. I so badly want to be the person that does that. Like I want to do that for myself, but like I don't know. There's also something really wimpy in me that's like not doing it. Um, when will me and my twin flame Ben be together? All right. So, Brit, let me see what comes up. Brit, this just isn't, this reading kind of doesn't even, it's not like a super great reading. Well, I mean, Britt, the sense I get is that you kind of have the wrong idea about Ben. I do think there's someone really good out there for you, but I have a feeling that you're kind of like, for whatever reason, there might be some kind of grander reason for what's going through your head. But I think you're a little askew right now. I do think you're going to meet like the love of your life someday. But I just kind of wonder about the whole thing. So, Tanvi, I need guidance facing constant misunderstandings and had a fallout with my brother. Is there something wrong with me? I felt hurt deeply. He spoke from ego and not love. Okay. Is there something wrong with me? So I'm just gonna, you know what, Tanvi, I think a better thing to do here is just get a sense of your energy. Um, Kind of if there are any blocks I should be aware of when it comes to the situation in terms of like where you're coming from and things you can do and what's in your power. Um, Let me just kind of focus in on that kind of thing. Well, Tanvi, I think you have really good character. I think, you know, Tanvi, I think you're a good person. I just think the problem here, it doesn't have really so much, it's, I feel like the only problem within yourself is the fact that you're making too much of things your responsibility and you're putting too much on your own shoulders. You know, like you're blaming yourself for things that really aren't your fault. Um, and, you know, like you're not the center of everything, but I feel like all of these hardships that you're going through, and especially with your brother, I mean, it could be other people too or other situations, but it's kind of like you're getting in your own head a little bit too much and you're kind of putting yourself at the center of everything, you know? And I feel like maybe you're a little overwhelmed because you think a lot of focus is being put on you, but it really isn't so. And like, I just think you're just putting too much on yourself. And I'm telling you right now, it's really not like that. I think you're a good person. You're probably not perfect. I doubt there's probably not a single perfect person on the planet. But I think something really good about you is that you learn from your mistakes and you know to not repeat the same mistakes. You know, you're someone that actually can take a hint and grow from mistakes, which I think is just the sign of a very good person. Um, you know, um, I mean, I think it's probably good to be hard on yourself a little bit so that way you can grow. It's not good to be like, it's not good to bully yourself, but maybe just, it's maybe good to be a little critical of yourself just so you can see where you're doing things wrong. But just don't put so much on yourself, especially when it comes to your brother. All right. All right. Thank you all for coming. I'm going to go now. I'm gonna go try to figure out maybe something to do. Um, and you know, um, I don't know. Maybe I'll find something to clean or putz around, and I don't know. All right, thank you all for coming. Bye, everyone. Bye, Tanvi. Bye, Shivani. Bye, Sean. Bye, everyone. See you later. Peace out.